Welcome to the Team Engagement Podcast, where leaders of teams share their insights. We discuss 6 questions in 9 minutes because leaders know how to be concise. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Our first question today with our guest. In a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Hey, my name is Lamar Woods. I'm founder of SoHeart. SoHeart is a drug addiction recovery company that's working on ending the war on the opioid epidemic through technology. So we essentially want to help people recover and get their lives in order using technology and using proven strategies that other technologies have used for the betterment of society.
What a fantastic mission. I love that. I love what you're doing. So thank you, first of all, for what you're trying to accomplish with the business.
You're welcome.
Question number 2, what's the best thing about working with a team?
The best thing about working with a team is the ability to go far. Everyone's heard the saying, which is, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with others. And I truly believe in it. You can get a lot of things done in a short amount of time if you're moving, lean by yourself. But at the end of the day, if you want to do anything large, if you want to make a huge impact and not a small one, you're going to need multiple people to buy into that vision, whether that's working with a team yourself or having a team of supporters that will flow into you and your mission. No mission can become large if there's only one person in it. And that is the best part about working with a team.
It's a great comment. I really like that approach. Question number 3, I hear from other leaders of teams that it can be a challenge to get team members engaged. Tell us your thoughts.
I think that it can definitely be a challenge, but I think that as long as you focus on the people who you're working with and not just on your mission, then you can get that engagement. Everyone is working a job for some reason. They have some internal drive that gets them to get up and go to work every day. Your job as a leader is to figure out what drives your people and give that to them. Show them how they can get what they want by helping you with what you want.
That's a great insight. I like that. Question number 4, what other piece of advice do you have for leaders of teams?
I would say that it's very similar. It's almost a piggyback on the last question. Most leaders expect for their employees and expect for their partners to have the same level of drive around the business as them, to have the same level of fire and passion for the mission and the vision as they do. But that's actually an unfair expectation. They don't get the same benefit that you do. They don't acquire the same amount of brand that you do. Their life will not be set up in the same way that yours is by working on the business. So what you need to do is, like I said, figure out what your team needs in order to feel successful, in order to feel like they're getting value from the work that you're doing, and the work that you're doing will be done so much better.
Could not agree more. That's just, again, great comments. Question number 5, what other successful leaders of teams would you like to recognize that have had a positive influence in your life?
There are so many. Well, I'll go ahead and start with 2. There was a wrestling coach that was the first entrepreneur I actually ever knew. And he got me a job with another coach that was actually, working with our high school team. His name was Jake Lipinski, and the other coach was Drew Lillidow. They brought a couple of the wrestling guys in, and we worked on a above ground pool business called A1 Pools at the time, but now called Golden Ring Pools. And that was my first introduction into what entrepreneurship was, and I will forever be indebted. Later on in life, I eventually found other mentors, and right now I work a lot with a mentor named Cedric Cobb, who owns a company called Best Wardrobe Solutions, who actually got on Shark Tank last year and won a deal from Damon John. So a huge shout out to him and to the Christ First / Advancing Church family, where I found him. Those groups of leaders would be who I'd reach out to.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for recognizing those individuals. They've obviously had a great influence on your life. So thank you for recognizing what they've done for you. Last question, and you may have kind of answered it already with that last one, but tell us about your first job.
My first job, actually, which was one job before the above ground pool business, was Long John Silver's.
Oh,
I was trying to find a way to start making money, start helping out the family in whatever way possible. And Long John Silver's was right down the street from my high school. And so I walked into that place every single day to follow up on this application for a minimum wage job where I essentially was throwing fish cubes inside of batter and from the batter to grease all day. It was not my most glorious position, but I met a lot of people there, and it got me my start into the workforce. And I wouldn't trade it.
I love that story. I love the tenacity and the determination. Good for you. Lamar, thank you so much for being on the podcast today. How can people find you?
You all can find me at SoHeart. So that would be www.soheart, SoHeart.app. That's soheart.app to see everything that we're doing with SoHeart, to see what our mission is around saving lives through technology. And you can find me online at www.lamarwoods.com. That's LamarWoods.com.
Fantastic. This is Sean Richards with the Team Engagement Podcast, where leaders of teams share their insights. For more ideas, go to teamengagementpodcast.com, where you can download an engagement booster tip sheet that will help you get a little bit more idea of what you can do to boost engagement within the team. Again, that's teamengagementpodcast.com. Thanks so much for joining us today, and have a great day.